What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're gonna get right into it. We're gonna talk about a stock that not a lot of people has been talking about because of loss of attraction around the coronavirus, and that is Boeing. So if you don't know much about Boeing or never have heard of Boeing, Boeing is a company that does several things. They have a huge presence with the United States military and Department of Defense and NASA. They supply aircraft to the Army, the Navy, and the Air Force, as well as their supplies and logistics to support those contracts. In addition to that, they have a huge program with the civilian side. Chances are, if you've flown with American Airlines, United, Southwest, you've flown on a Boeing aircraft. So in 2019, Boeing took a hit on their stock price because of the 737 MAX aircraft that they produce had a lot of software issues, and several airlines had to ground their fleet because of those safety concerns. Fast forward to 2020, unless you've been living under a rock or hidden in a cave for the past couple months, coronavirus come in and just decimated the stock market in general terms, and Boeing took a huge hit. Boeing took such a big hit that they went from $391 a share to roughly $89 a share in a matter of a month and a half. So in addition to their stock prices taking a hit, middle of all this, the CEO stepped up and said, hey, we're gonna suspend dividend payouts as well as CEO pay and all the pay for the board members. Now, prior to that, Boeing was producing about a $2 per share dividend payout per quarter, which if you own one share of Boeing in a year's time, you'd roughly get an $8 return just on dividends, not counting if you sold stock prices when it went up or down. So with that being said, Boeing has some restructuring to do. They have a lot of debt. So here's a good reason to buy into Boeing. Boeing's business is coming back. The airlines are starting to travel more. It's summertime, the economy is coming back to normal or pre-COVID-19. During this time, Boeing had a lot of contracts with different companies that were either deferred and some were canceled. But a lot of those companies that have canceled contracts in the midst of the pandemic and financial crisis now have restructured and deferred their contracts, meaning instead of purchasing planes in 2020 or 2021, they're going to purchase those planes by 2025, which means guaranteed money, guaranteed revenue for Boeing, and they don't lose the business that they once thought they was going to lose. In addition, Boeing has restarted the 737 MAX production line, has put people back to work because they're fulfilling those orders. If you think Boeing is on the collapse or go bankrupt, you're probably wrong. And the reason I say that is, obviously nothing's a guaranteed in life. But if the US government is not going to let one company fail, it's probably Boeing. And the reason is the majority of their contracts with aerospace, other than Lockheed Martin, is Boeing. Boeing supplies the Army, mentioned before, the Army, the Navy, the Air Force, and all those supplies and logistics that come to back those contracts for those aircraft. The US government is simply not going to let that go down the drain without intervening. Now, I don't think it's going to get to that point because Boeing still has good revenue coming in from the civilian sector to supplement those orders. I just don't think that they're a company that's going to go bankrupt or their stock prices will go to a zero value in the near future. Now, I wish I'd bought in more shares at $89 a share, but I didn't. I still got in at a good price at $130 a share. Now it's trending around $180 a share, which is still a good price to me, because you got to think, just 2.5 months ago, it was approaching nearly $400 a share, and then it lost $300 a share roughly. So if you get in around right now or below $200 a share, it's still a great time to buy in because of the upside has so much more potential. Now, obviously, as with any stock or any company, it could drop. But my personal opinion on this is I'm approaching it for a long-term strategy, meaning I'm not going to buy this stock today and sell it tomorrow and make 10, 15 bucks. I think if I buy it, hold it for 6 months to 2 years or so, as they restructure, those revenue income starts to come back in, the contracts get renewed, additional contracts get dealt with, the military has more contracts or they develop a better quality plane for the military and they decide to purchase those contracts or go into with them. I think that's where the value is going to come back, and it could hit $400 a share, it could hit $450 a share. Along with that, those dividends, once everything gets restructured, once everything calms down, the revenue starts leveling off, they're able to address their debt issues, that dividend is most likely going to come back. All right, guys, that's my brief overview of the Boeing stock. Let me know what you think. Hit that like button. Put your comments in the comment section. Hit that subscribe button if you like the video. We're going to push some more videos out about our opinion of different stocks, consumer stocks that we like and we invest in. And as always, we'll see you on the next video.